Hey kids, your Uncle Mike here at Junks Automotive. Ignorantly optimistic. That's me. The wife and I were having a discussion one time about a family member that wasn't doing so hot. And I just kept saying, well, it's a medication thing. Maybe they've got something crossed up, and get that leveled off, try something different, and this person will be just fine. She looked at me, she's like, babe, I don't want you taking this the wrong way, but you're ignorantly optimistic about things. And I thought about it, and I thought, she's right. And it served me well over the years. I've done a whole lot of cool things that I'd have never done if I just thought, well, I don't know how to do that. I can't do that. I don't have the time for that. Can't do that. Don't have the money for that. I can't do that. But I've done a lot of cool things. I'm going to show you a few examples. Yep, let's go. First of all, this whole spring thing, I'll put the video up here so you can check it out. Turns out, after my research, after the fact, because that's how I do things, this is the old school way of doing it. Before they had pocket kits that cost $200, they did this for free. And it's going to work out. Did my measurements here. Floorboard's going to be right here. It's going to fit. It's going to work. But MGA, I didn't tell the guy who owns this, my good old buddy Ralph, yeah, let's just paint this thing, make it look nice for you. I didn't tell him that because I knew I was going to be able to do it. And I haven't quite done it. Pretty dang close. We've got lots of parts coming. I'll put the playlist up here. Yep, it's turned out nice so far. You guys didn't know that I knew how to build decks. Well, I didn't know either. But turned out pretty nice. Cost a little bit more money than I thought. Took a little more time than I thought. I've got something sturdy. You carpenters don't look too close. But this thing will last longer than that pool. I'd bet money. This old Cadillac. I didn't buy this from my good buddy Ralph thinking, well, I'm going to totally restore that and make it look nice. It ended up looking nice, but I didn't have the money for it. I really didn't have the place to do it. But ignorant optimism told me, go for it. You'll figure it out. And I did. I got $8,000 in that car. Total. That box says Eckler's on it. 57 parts. Oh, this garden shed? Yeah. That's all recycled wood for the most part that was laying around here when we bought the place. And I built it inside that shed. Pulled it out. Made my own roof trusses. And there you go. Not because I'm a carpenter. It's because I figured, well, I'll figure it out as we go. This Airstream motorhome. Bought it. We had a nice little newer pull behind that we had for 2 months that worked just fine. Wife thought I was crazy. Sell the pull behind, buy this. Need some work. We'll figure it out. It'll be a blast. So far, I was right. Oh yeah, I guess I do build decks. You guys seen this on the channel, but you didn't know that all the way out here, all the way back there was the tack room. And they stored hay up there. And there was all kind of lumber that built that little shed outside. So I took this all apart. I used all the wood from it to build that. All I bought was screws. Did I do that because I knew what I was doing? No. And if you look really close, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. But I know how weight gets transferred and how to make it solid. Yeah, that was the corner post to the building or the room that was in here. Well, now we have room for activities. So, what's ignorant optimism mean to you? Do you have some? I think the world needs a little bit of it, a little more of it than just us hillbillies trying to figure stuff out around the yard, you know. Because, hey, don't feel bad that you don't know, you don't have time for it, and you don't have money for it. You can figure out a way. You'll do it when you want to bad enough. Just like me playing music. And me doing this YouTube thing. I played music for 3 or 4 years just to get in front of people somehow and to improve and to work on it and try and try and try. I'd go to open stage almost crying on the way home thinking of how bad I did. But by that next week, that same time come around, boy, I was all fired up. I figured out what I did wrong. I'm going to try it again, try it again, try it again. Just like that frame, just like that MGA. And that deck outside, that my family just loves it. They're like, oh my gosh, how did you know how to build that? I didn't know. Didn't know. I just did it. And you sit on the edge of that swimming pool your whole life and not jump in because you're scared that you're going to sink or you're not going to be able to swim like you think. Stuff like that. Now you guys tell me your stories. What do you think? Ignorant optimism. It's a tool. It's a good thing. Let me know where you're at on it. Because I want to hear your stories. What'd you do? What did you do? How did you do it? Without, having the time, without having the money. How did you do it when you're 16 years old and you figured out how to do something in your driveway to keep your car on the road because you had a girl to pick up or a boy? Right? Let me know what you think. Sure glad you guys are watching. We're going to see you Sunday. Man, this 57's got a lot of work to get done to it, and we got to get busy. Junk out.